Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is the TA Analysis YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to talk about the gold-silver ratio. This is a very crucial ratio that is important when it comes to analyzing gold and silver prices. Okay, before I start this video, I would like to inform you guys that whatever I shared in this video is not financial advice of any kind. All I sharing is just for informational and educational purposes only. Please exercise your own due diligence and research before engaging the markets. Okay, so let's take a look at the gold and silver prices to start off this video first. The current gold spot price for in US dollars is 3,037 US dollars right now. It has experienced a very short retracement in the recent days. However, it is still very near the all-time high. So this is the intraday chart for Friday, which is yesterday. But as we know, the gold silver market does not open during the weekends, so the price is currently at this level. Okay, I'll just show you guys the 1 year price chart of gold. You can see it's a very steady uptrend, and only in recent week it has experienced a short downtrend. Okay, but it's still near all-time high. As for silver, it paints a different story. So you can see, firstly, year to date, there's not much change. In fact, we experienced two very huge red candles the past 2 days on 3rd and 4th April. And right now, the price of silver is just under $30 an ounce. So, for silver, it is actually experiencing a technical retracement. But if you were to stretch it out 1 year, you can see it's nowhere near the all-time highs as well. The all-time highs for silver is more around $34 or $35, 34 $35, and right now silver is not as high relative to gold. So this brings us to the gold and silver ratio. So what is the gold and silver ratio? Okay, firstly, we need to know that the gold silver ratio is basically taking the price of gold divided by silver. And this ratio matters because it's an important measure of the relative gold and silver prices. So what is the amount of silver that is required to buy 1 ounce of gold? So this is an important metric to consider when deciding whether to invest in silver or gold. By knowing the gold and silver ratio, you will know that you should focus on which matters more. So right now the gold silver ratio is 102.4, which is very high because normally we have this rule which is known as the 80-50 rule. So this 80-50 rule basically have this gauge whereby if let's say the gold silver ratio, or also known as GSR, reaches to 80, you need to switch to buying silver as compared to buying gold. So you can see this upper line here, 80. This is the ratio at 80. However, if the ratio falls to 50, you might want to switch to gold because gold will become cheaper relative to silver. So right now we can see from the charts that silver is experiencing a drop in price in the 1 year chart, and it's nowhere near the all-time highs, whereas gold is nearer to the all-time highs as shown from this chart. So in other words, silver is right now more cheap as compared to gold. Okay, silver is cheaper relative to gold, and this also is shown to us in the gold silver ratio at 102. 102 is way above 80. So this suggests to us that it might be a better time for us to buy silver as compared to gold. Okay, but with that being said, we all know that silver prices can be very volatile. So you still got to do your research, okay, when it comes to making the purchase. So I'll just show you guys a quick example since we're on this website. Okay, this is a website from Silver Bullion, by the way, which is a bullion dealer in Singapore. So this example shows that, okay, if the prices of silver and gold are 29.68, which is the current near the current price, and gold is at 3039 respectively, then the ratio is 102.9. In other words, it requires 100 and 2.4 silver ounces to buy 1 ounce of gold. So you can see when it takes more silver to buy gold, it means that the silver is cheaper as compared to gold. So it is definitely a better bargain to buy silver. Okay, but if the gold silver ratio drops to 50, then it takes less silver to buy an ounce of gold, meaning to say that the gold has become cheaper. So in that case, we will want to tend towards buying gold. So basically, in summary, the to silver ratio indicates whether gold is undervalued or overvalued against silver. When the ratio is low, such as 50, then gold is cheap as compared to silver. On the flip side, when the ratio is high, example 80, gold is expensive as compared to silver. So since the 1985, okay, since the year 1985, the ratio has been fluctuating between 50 and 80 every 3 to 5 years. So this is basically gold to silver switching rule. Okay, look at the gold silver ratio. So this website further explains that just for example in 1985, the GSR, using the 80/50 rule, you will have earned the returns. Okay, but of course it comes with a disclaimer that past performance is not a guarantee of future return. And for all we know, okay, the gold and silver ratio can keep increasing because gold price keep increasing and silver price may continue to stay stagnant. So all this we do not know, okay, but we're just basing off the charts that we have seen from the past years. Right now, my own action plan, I'll be stacking more silver as compared to gold. Reason is because gold is really getting really, really very expensive and it's really very difficult to buy gold right now. So if I were to buy, to deploy a dollar cost averaging approach, it will be more feasible for me to dollar cost average into silver as compared to gold. So I'm also comforted by the fact that right now the GSR gold silver ratio is 100 plus. I think shouldn't be sustainable at 100 plus. And ultimately, when gold goes, when the price of gold goes higher, I believe that silver price will also be put along as well. So yeah, that's my own judgment. Please do your own research, before deciding on what to do. This is just for sharing purposes only. So yeah, do let me know what you guys think about the gold to silver ratio. Is it something that you guys will use when it comes to investing in precious metals? And if you do like this video, please share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And do let me know what other things that you would like to know when it comes to precious metal. Okay, with that being said, thanks for watching the video and I'll see you guys in the next one.